Most traders lose money because they fall in love with a strategy before they ever test it. They see a setup on TikTok. They watch a YouTube short. They jump into the market with real money and pray it works. That's not trading. That's gambling with extra steps. Backtesting is the one thing that separates professionals from amateurs. But here's the problem. Most people think backtesting is about finding a strategy that wins every time. It's not. Backtesting teaches you something way more valuable. It teaches you what your strategy looks like when it's losing. Let me say that again. The real value of backtesting isn't discovering your win rate. It's learning how your strategy behaves during drawdowns. Because every strategy loses. Every single one. The question is, can you handle the way it loses? Can you stomach 3 losses in a row? Can you stay disciplined through a 2-week flat period? Most traders never ask themselves that question until they're already bleeding capital. Here's what happens when you skip backtesting. You take a trade. It wins. You feel like a genius. You size up. Next trade loses. You tell yourself it's just variance. Third trade loses. Now you're doubting the system. Fourth trade loses and you abandon it completely. Then you go find another shiny strategy and repeat the cycle. Sound familiar? Backtesting breaks that cycle. It shows you the rhythm of your strategy before you risk a single dollar. You'll see that your momentum breakout system might win 60% of the time, but those losses come in clusters. You'll discover that your mean reversion approach has long, quiet stretches before it catches a big move. You'll realize that the strategy you thought was broken is actually just doing what it's always done. This is psychological preparation. When you backtest properly, you're not just collecting data. You're inoculating yourself against emotional decisions. You're pre-living the losses so they don't shock you in real time. You're building trust in your system because you've seen it work over hundreds of scenarios. But here's where most people mess up backtesting. They cherry-pick the good setups. They tweak the rules after seeing the results. They test on one market condition and assume it works everywhere. That's not backtesting. That's confirmation bias with a spreadsheet. Real backtesting is ugly. It's tedious. It's hours of scrolling through charts and logging trades that didn't happen. It's testing your strategy in ranging markets and trending markets and choppy garbage markets. It's being honest about what counts as a signal and what doesn't. No curve fitting, no hindsight heroics, just raw data. And when you do it right, something incredible happens. You stop hoping your strategy works. You know it works. You've seen it navigate bull runs and flash crashes and sideways grind. You understand its edge. You know when it thrives and when it struggles. That knowledge is worth more than any hot tip or secret indicator. Most traders want the shortcut. They want someone to hand them a plug-and-play system. But even if I gave you the exact rules, you'd still need to backtest it yourself. Because you need to believe in it. You need to see it with your own eyes. You need to know that when you hit that rough patch, and you will hit that rough patch, you can look at your data and say, this is normal. This is part of the process. I've seen this before. That's the real lesson of backtesting. It's not about proving your strategy is perfect. It's about proving you can execute it when it's not. It's about building the confidence to stick with your plan when every instinct is screaming at you to quit. So if you're serious about trading, stop looking for the next magic setup. Start testing the one you already have. Put in the hours. Build the database. Learn how your strategy breathes. And if you want to see how the pros structure their backtesting process and turn that data into a bulletproof trading plan, we're building something at marketdecoded.com for traders who are ready to go deeper. Subscribe here, because the next few videos are going to change how you think about edge.